Dear founders, investors and techies, I'm Judith Gerlach, Bavarian State Minister for Digital Affairs. Today I'm really glad to welcome all of you to our masterclass Dive into XR, Use Cases and Outlook, presented from the XR Hub at its location in Würzburg. The COVID pandemic triggered a real VR boom. Major film festivals like Cannes and Venice took place in VR and placed the technology in the spotlight. New opportunities for trade shows and business meetings emerged, as we see with Bits&Pretzels and many others. And VR even managed to ease social isolation by bringing family members together in virtual space. But frankly speaking, we would not have needed COVID to realize that. We already knew that we are in midst a 3D revolution. Besides the gaming sector, VR technology already is an essential part of numerous industrial applications. XR is not a niche anymore. It is an amazing technology and it will even rise in relevance. This is why we need to shape the way this technology develops. That is why I set up the XR Hub Bavaria at 3 locations: Munich, Nuremberg and Würzburg. The XR Hub Bavaria aims at laying the foundation for a sustainable, open and democratic development of XR technologies and high qualitative applications. We want to strengthen the XR ecosystem and connect stakeholders worldwide. We want to shape the future of XR. You will get to know some of these amazing applications for XR here in Bavaria in just a moment. Let's join and work with us.
Thank you very much, Minister Gerlach. The XR Hub Würzburg welcomes you from our social VR platform, vLearn, a research project that investigates virtual learning environments. As the Minister stated, Bavaria has 3 XR hubs and 3 different locations. First, we have the XR Hub in Munich. It provides the digital infrastructure, such as the XR spaces, the XR networks the Bavarian XR community internationally, makes projects visible, and supports all the players. Then the second is the XR Hub Nuremberg. It's supposed to support the exchange, visibility, and market access of XR companies, as well as to make the XR technology accessible to the regional economy. And last but not least, we have the XR Hub Würzburg, your virtual host of today. This one aims for establishing Bavaria as the top international location for XR research and development. We focus on research, industrial networking, and knowledge transfer to directly link science and industry. Together, we believe that XR technology is one key to successful digital development in Germany. It offers many research and application areas which we think will make our lives better. The XR hubs identify many areas of potential applications for XR technology. Today, we will present several success stories of local companies and startups from these 3 areas.
Exactly, Mark. The first area is health, addressing XR applications in medicine, therapy, and well-being. From research, we know that XR applications have a positive impact on human behavior. We can model challenging behavior and highlight consequences directly after the behavior has been shown. We can illustrate the consequences of local behavior overall in the world. With XR, we can change the relations of time and space, and thus help people to change their behavior, to become healthier, or to prevent that they become sick. The first examples stem from our lab and of cooperations with a lot of medium-sized companies. The research project Vitras targets on a controlled modulation of body perception and behavior, using current technologies of virtual and augmented reality. Changing your virtual body means changing your mind and your perception and your real body. Accurate body reconstruction and tracking, multimodal interaction, and distributed real-time communication will be used to develop promising forms of computer-mediated interventions for obesity disorders. Mark, do you have another project for us?
Of course, we have several of those projects. The second one I'd like to show you here is the so-called ILAS project. It stands for Immersive Leg Coordination and Strength Therapy. It is a prototype of an immersive virtual reality training system for post-operative therapy treatment after knee injuries. For example, if you have had an ACL reconstruction or similar injuries. The training system uses basic game-like experiences simulated in fully immersive virtual environments, which motivate patients to perform dedicated movements tasks, mobilizing and strengthening their lower limbs. Patients are embodied. They are able to see a virtual counterfeit of their body, which interacts with virtual objects, for example, balancing a virtual ball or retracing a specific task, to increase motor mimicry and to strengthen the training effect. In all of those research projects, small companies and startups are already involved, as you can see, because the technology is there. It's up to us to use it to its best potential.
Yeah, correct. And we have another example, comes from Neufahrn, near Freising in Bavaria. Magic Horizons is a global holistic platform for stress reduction, relaxation, patient calming, and mental health promotion in virtual reality. Relax by VR. Sounds great, doesn't it, Mark?
Indeed, it does. Of course. The second area of success is simulation, addressing XR applications in education and training. These applications around XR, using XR as the output and input media, can simulate, educate, and train complex procedures, structures, and coherencies to form a better understanding of complex tasks to learn, which are hard to simulate with non-virtual technologies. CAD Production, for example, and here's another example, which might be very up to date with what we are all suffering of today. I mean, not in the virtual space. We did not simulate the COVID-19 virus here. Of course, it would be stupid. CAD Production, for example, they combine immersive storytelling and 3D animation to explain how the coronavirus affects the human body in plain language. Easy understanding by XR has incredible potential for education.
That's true. And there are a lot of different other areas we can introduce. For example, the technical service. Due to the sheer complexity, technical service becomes increasingly overwhelming for technicians. XR technologies promise to facilitate the work by displaying information wherever the user goes and works. Moreover, experts can guide juniors from all over the world.
Exactly. Then the VLearn platform and the VLearn project, the project which basically developed the infrastructure and the platform which we are hosting today. It develops and researches situated virtual learning environments based on presence and social interaction. If you're interested in XR technology, you certainly have stumbled across the big two things, presence and immersion. The aim is to promote competencies and increase learning success with special consideration of availability, participation, and inclusiveness. VLearn researches and develops the necessary basic technologies in close interdisciplinary cooperation between media didactics, human-computer interaction, and computer science, and with a consistently accompanying empirical usability testing and testing of the effectiveness of this application. You can see in these pictures that we are experimenting with all kinds of different avatars, looks. Well, we have the photorealistic ones here, but you can choose different ones as well. Well, and the whole thing, the whole platform is not targeting just learning. It can be used for co-working. It can be used for collaboration in all kinds of different circumstances. And we're pretty proud because we think it's one of the first, if not the first, Bavarian or even German solution for these tasks.
Yeah, Mark, and I can promise I really enjoy to work with you together in this platform today.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, our last area we want to introduce today is creativity, addressing XR application for arts and society. XR encourages creativity and thus supports artists expressing their ideas or drawing attention to social wrongs.
Yeah, that's great.
Let us show you some expressive success stories. Tamiko Thiel explores for over 30 years the interplay of place, space, body, and culture identity in political and socio-critical artworks using media such as XR.
Or the other one is the Staatstheater Augsburg. They use the innovative power of the myth about the hero Orfeo, which you might know. He overcomes death with the power of music and the power of love to try out new ways of theatrical storytelling. The underworld becomes virtual. The audience alternately experiences the classical stage action in the physical world and then using VR glasses joins Orfeo in the underworld, into which they dive down together with him to experience the changes inside of the underworld.
Yeah, that's great, but probably we want to bring VR out of the underworld.
Yes.
Last but not least, festivals are also part of our culture. XR makes us experience unexperienced experiences and joining events that cannot happen in real life, as the OKtoberfest, or as we say, the Wiesn in this year.
Yes, we have virtual beer, do we?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
That's
we didn't bring it with us today.
We are amused today working together here.
Yes.
We hope you become curious about the potentials of XR. And if you want to write your own success story, feel free to join our network. You can be involved in a fantastic research project to explore potentials and obtain funding for your ideas. You can come in touch with other pioneers to found attractive cooperation partners.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, as we did. Or you can be informed about how VR and XR technologies will be part of your own success story.
Exactly.
Now, I would like to hand over to Ministerin Gerlach again.
Hey, now we had a good overview how VR works in real applications. Professor Latoschik, Professor Wienrich, thank you very much. I guess now it's time to say goodbye. I'm a bit sad that I have to leave my avatar again. I just got used to it and already was thinking about how I could replace me in boring meetings. Someone pulled the plug. But one last promise. I'll be back.